Hello everybody, hope you had an amazing day. It is your boy Trix, and today we're going to be doing some more Rustlings. I'm just going to get my BRB screen up and ready. I'm not coughing as much today, but I still do have a little bit of like blocked nose, stuff like that, so you might hear me sniffling. Again, apologies, but we'll see how things go on. Just pull that a bit further, there we go. Anyway, so let's do our Rustlings run. Ooh. Verify. Don't remember what I did yesterday. We'll go for at least 30 minutes. Also, currently, on the backend developer roadmap, I am doing MongoDB's like learning path, and I'm going to do ScyllaDB's one, just because MongoDB is one of the most used document databases there is. I'm not going to call Firebase a document database because you have Mongo for like document databases. Then you've got Firebase, which is a kind of document database, but it's more like a real-time database if you use like Cloud Firestore or something. And then you've got what was the other one on there? Then you have like this is just for like no SQL databases. I'm not going to go through like the SQL databases. And then for another no SQL database, you've got InfluxDB, which is a time series database. And there's some other stuff on there. I think Redis is on there as like an in-mem cache. I'm surprised Hazelcast wasn't on there, but fair enough. Anyway, I do recommend the backend developer roadmap is pretty good. It's just like lots of them don't have a like learning course that you can go through that's officially from them, which is kind of disappointing, but we'll get through it. Anyway, this is errors 1. It would have been good if I read what that was, wouldn't it? Expected enum of option string, found enum result, whatever. This originates in the macro assert equals, okay? And then mismatch types, expected option string, found result, whatever, because this is option string. Okay, so if I do a hint, Rustlings hint, and then errors 1. Okay, and error are one of the variants of results. So what the tests are saying is that generated name tag text should return a result instead of an option. To make this change, you'll need to update the return type in the function signature to be a result string. That could be variants OK string and error string. Change the body of some of the function to return OK stuff, where it currently returns some stuff, and change the body of the function to return error message where it currently returns none. Okay, well, I might need to run that again inside of this just to make sure I remember it. So this was saying not errors 1. There you go. And then let me. I'm not able to switch, am I? There you go. And then up here, I need to do. So update return type to be result string. Okay, so okay, you good? Okay. Result string, there we are. Then that could be a variant of OK string or error string. Change the body of function to return OK string where it currently returns some stuff. So this should be okay. So let me go back. I just need to use to OK, and then up here I need to do what's the error message I want? Error Oh, it would be error. So error, and then format, and then do I even need to do? No, I don't even need the format. I could just do. Sorry, it would just be, and then nope. I need a backtick. I don't have a backtick. Ah, two string. I think that's okay. Okay. I think that's right. Dunno. Hope it is. It's better than panicking. But this isn't really like exception handling, it's error handling. If there wasn't like an exception handling thing, I think that'd be more interesting. I'm guessing I just haven't come across it yet, so I'll just have to wait until I get across to it. Cool. Cannot multiple. Okay. Okay. One way to handle this is using a match statement on item.parse where the cases are okay something and error something. This pattern is very common in Rust, so there's question mark operator that does pretty much what you would make that match statement do for you. Take a look at this section of the error handling book. Okay. Error handling chapter, sorry, not the error handling book. It's all in the same book. Come on. There we are. Just took it. Just give it a second. Okay, so implementation. So okay, using that operator. So value is defined to open leg in almost the same way as the match expression can be defined in the handler. They handle the result values in listing 96. So in 96, what did it do? It doesn't match, and if there's an error for E, then return that error. So all this does is what? That is an error. The error will be returned from the whole function as if we used a return keyword, so the error value gets propagated to the calling code. Interesting. Error value in the question mark operator called on them to go through from the from function finding the from true in the standard library, which is used to convert values from one type into another. When the question mark operator calls from the from, calls the from function the error type. C is converted into the error type, defining the return type of the current function. This is useful when a function returns one error type to represent, otherwise the function might fail, even if it might fail for many different error reasons. Custom error type named our error that we define. That will be define info from IO error for our error to construct so our error from an IO error and close in the body of the read we will call from and convert the error type without needing to add any more code. Nice. So this is like overriding like a common one that I can think of is if you know you're going to have like a stack trace or something with an exception thrown, which is like very common for Java, you could override the default error what's it called, the default way that Java handles like when errors are thrown, so you can have it like throw a stackless exception. So instead of seeing like a massive stack trace of what the exception was, you can just have a custom way to display that error, right? I think that's kind of similar. I forgot to say this as well. In the very beginning of this stream, I wanted to say this and I just completely slipped my mind. I'm gonna like say assumptions of what I think happens, obviously, because I'm not familiar with this language and I don't know that much in general. It's just me learning, right? So if anybody watches this and is like, oh, that's wrong, my understanding is wrong, or like, oh, I've understood something incorrectly, please comment down below and correct me. The only way I'm going to be able to learn is if someone does say something in the comments and tells me, hey, I've understood this incorrectly, this is what this means, or this is what that means, or whatever. That'll be a lot more beneficial for me because I'll be able to understand things a lot better. I'd really appreciate if anybody done that, or if you think I've understood something wrong, or if you think my understanding of something isn't that deep, please like comment down below what I could do better. Explain it to me if you can, or just like link me to a piece of documentation that explains it better. That'd be very useful. I know lots of people might just not do that because, and that's completely understandable because you're just watching this for either entertainment purposes or whatever. I just really appreciate if anybody did. Anyway, that's my segue over. Getting back to reading. Return error early out the whole function and give any error value to the calling code. The same thing applies to at the end of the reach to string call. The makes a lot of boilerplate and makes the function really simple. You can even shorten this code further by changing method calls immediately after shown. Okay. Okay, so let me try doing this. So the way this does it is this. Okay, so say we're writing a game where you can buy items and tokens. All item costs 5 tokens, and where you person player of the game will type in how many items they want to buy, and the total cost function will calculate the total number of tokens. Since the player typed in the quantity, though, we get it as a string, and they might have typed anything, not just numbers. Right now, this function isn't handling the error case at all, and isn't handling the success case properly either. What we want to do is, if we call pass function, yeah, on a string that is not a number, that function will return a pass int error, okay? And in that case, we want to immediately return the error from our function and not just multiply and add, okay? There are at least 2 ways to implement this and both are correct, but one is a lot shorter. Execute that, okay? So the way that this done it was it does this and then it does okay whatever, right? So it tries to do this to pass it. If this fails and it goes through this, it just won't happen, right? Is what I understood at least. So then what we could do is on this line where it just takes the username, this just does processing fee, which is used. Okay, so this grabs the username and then chucks that username, opens the file, reads it into the string for username, right? So what we could do is, that's still above this bit. So what we could do is qty. Let me see if this does this so far. Okay. Well, I could. Oh, okay, yeah, it is shorter. I'm dropping frames, aren't I? No, I'm not. Is it just my laptop being slow then? Or internet being slow? Either one. It's saying that my drop frames is 0, so whatever stutter you see is just my internet probably, or my laptop just being crap. uh, it is this match statement that we basically did. So it tried to match it, and then it tried to do this, and if it throws an error, you'll just log it as an error and chuck it back. So us just doing a... I clicked the link again. That wasn't good, was it? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I knew you were gonna open. That's fine. Yeah. Long day. That question mark just does that for you. I'm guessing it's kind of like a ternary, but you don't have to write the rest of it yourself, which is very cool that it just does it for you. It would be very nice if this closed when I asked it to close. Thank you. Where did... that's my phone. Okay. The question mark operator can only be used in a function that returns result or option. Any other type that implements from residual. Okay, so if I do a Rustlings hint errors 3, well, I shouldn't mean. If it's a fairly common convention to return something that result whatever error type from your main function, the unit brackets type is here because nothing is really needed in terms of positive results. Okay, so I should just change that to return a to return a result with parentheses comma error type, maybe. So like this. What's it returning here? Uh, this needs to be a bracket, I think. Let me see. Expected result found parentheses as per to enum. Okay. What was the original message? Hang on. Let me just see. That looks right. So total cost is that, then if cost is greater than tokens, else okay. I don't know, honestly. Nope. What am I doing wrong? Parse int error, right? Is it a parse int error? Try just return okay. I'm confused. Errors through. What am I supposed to do? Is string and parse int? Oh. I know I could have just done this, where I just wrap the print inside, but then I'd have to change the result string. I mean the return, so I was like, you know what, it's fine. Ah. Hmm. Hang on. Okay, so how did they do it here? Let me just try reading this again. So, okay, Mayura, okay, okay. Then it does whatever on that line, but it doesn't like it. Should I use a match? Do I need to use a match? Mm-hmm. How... Okay, so it's... match on value, where value less than 0, return error, creative, error, negative. There we go. Then we've got value equals 0. Then we've got error, creative, error, 0. Then we've got everything else, which goes to okay. There we go. Pretty sure that's it. Where's matches? If? No. I used matches somewhere. Enoms? Match. I did not write that. Smart pointers options. Modules. Oh, fair enough. Oh, it's creation. Just need to wait for all three to open up. There we go. Mm-hmm. Creation error. Creation error is not a trait. Oh, is it pass int error? Not a trait. Error? I guess purely from the implementation of creation error at the very bottom of the file. Don't know if that was the right way to do that. I thought that was my phone for a minute. Okay, wait, what? So, use the complete version of, from error 0. Errors 4. Below the line that to do asks you to change is an example of using map error. Okay. Method on a result to transform one type of error into another. Try using something similar on the result from pass. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing I could just chuck one here. Sorry. No, it would be... Maybe it's on the unwrap. No. What? Does inspect error or inspect? What are they doing? Error 6. I don't know how to tackle this. Oh. Whoops. That's interesting. Why is that failing? Oh. So the first one it wants us to do, this is kind of right, but also wrong, right? So from here to here, it doesn't want that. It wants, and then it wants error with E to return a error pause non-zero int, and then a pass int of error. I think that's what that does, yes. And then otherwise it returns an OK of n, which just returns n, right? So just to understand that, that's parsing it as an integer of 64-bit, 64-bit integer that's signed, right? Then if there's an error trying to parse it, it will show a pause non-zero error pass that integer and then throw an exception or something. If it doesn't, then it will just return OK with that value. Then it will pass, and it will store that in X, then X will get passed through that from creation. Do I need the return? Oh. There we are. And then I just need to do probably a that. There we go. Then the next bit that I was asking for is add this function from parse int, right? So it'll have, so it's just to pass that, right? So what did they do here? So, oh, couldn't I just have value colon what's it called? Value colon I64 to a result. No, what would that return? Nope, they're just doing the same thing. Okay, so they're doing a error of parse int error, which makes sense because you're just passing an integer. You don't really care about mapping it yet. You do parse non-zero, then you do parse non-zero colon parse int with that error, like what we did here, which is just this bit, and then what it does is it matches on ES. Okay, so hang on, let me not look at that because I want to try doing this. Okay, so we'll do let x colon I64 equals s dot parse colon I64, and then dot map error with parse non-zero error colon from parse int. Like that. Ah. What did I do wrong? Oh. I might need the... Yeah, I might need the dot unwrap at the end. Nope. Oh. That makes sense, because I could either return actual integer, or I'll return an error. Because I'm then trying to pass that through to another one, it needs to be able to map either the error or the okay back. If it's an okay, it'll just go through fine. If it throws an error, you want to just throw an error immediately. That makes sense. Cool. Now we're gonna go into generics. I'm gonna call that a day for today. Anyway, let me just add these two. Nope. There we go. So if I go to mine, hopefully it's in my history that you're able to see it. There we go. I forked it, so now I have my own version that I can like take around with me if I wanted to, so I can do this at work if I wanted to. Anyway, yeah, error handling. Obviously, my solutions aren't going to be the best, and I'm going to be cheating a little bit, but I'll try to understand what I'm doing beforehand. But yeah, I just want to read up. I read this one already. Boxing errors. Dine error. Oh, I would have got it immediately if I actually saw it, because it's there. Jesus. I need to read. Other uses, okay. And this one's here too. Oh, I should have just read the thing. Oh, God damn it. I wouldn't have had to look it up. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, I know from now on, if it gives me resources, I need to actually read instead of just trying to get there as fast as possible. That's annoying, because I literally just read it and I understand that now. Anyway, on a brighter note, hope everybody has an amazing day. Enjoy the rest of the day, and peace. Bye.